Hello, everybody. It's time for a Monday movie review. This one is going to be about the original Japanese version of Pulse, otherwise known as Kairo. And I'm probably butchering that, and I apologize. Before we get into the movie, though, I just want to remind everybody that I have a Patreon, patreon.com/RezenatorZen. If you want to give me topics or just want to help me out, you can do that. Do that there. Uh, just if you want me to do topics, just know that I have the right to refuse, or I'm reserving the right to refuse any topic I just don't feel comfortable talking about. So, just letting you fucking know. Anyway, back to the movie review. The movie review, as I said, is of Kaido, or Kairo, or however you pronounce the Japanese title of this. Uh, this movie, Pulse, got a shitty American remake, and that spawned two sequels. As far as I know, there is no sequel to this version of the movie. And I can kind of see why it might not be everybody's cup of tea. It is a really slow burn. It's like, it's going at a snail's pace, slow burn. Uh, and that's not for everybody. um, and a lot of the Japanese horror movies from this time period are also very slow, which is not bad. I actually enjoyed the kind of slow burn stuff. um, so yeah, basic plot synopsis is literal ghosts in a machine. Uh, it, basically, spirits are trapped in like this computer thing, and uh, or what are what are purported to be human souls are in this computer server thing, and they are spreading out, and it's kind of like a virus, um, which causes fucked up things to ensue, as you can imagine. Uh, there's a lot of deaths, a lot of suicides in this movie, which spoiler alerts and trigger warning. There's some pretty brutal. The one is like dude hung himself or a person hung themselves and just like honestly looks like the effects for it look really good and deeply unsettling and upsetting, at least to me. Uh, there's someone commits. It's a friend of one of the main characters commits suicide by going up onto like what I would describe as like a tokusatsu backdrop. There's a lot of that, where it's just kind of like tokusatsu like Super Sentai and Kamen Rider backdrops. And a lady, is on one of these things that shows up in tokusatsu shows and jumps off the railing. And obviously, there's like a switch, like there's a cut, because this like the person jumps and then just like it just fucking hit the ground. And it's done really well because I couldn't tell when like the person turned into like a dummy or something, or like another shot of it's really brutal because it's just like whoop, she jumps and then fucking falls and then just like no bounce, nothing, just fucking hits the ground and stays there. And that's honestly kind of like a pretty fucked up scene. Um, And yeah, but then people just end up start disappearing. I wasn't. I think it might have been away from my computer when, even though I was showing it, like I, obviously you could just stream something and just walk away. Uh, I don't remember. I don't think I was there for when they explained why people are disappearing, but like I think it's because they're just committing suicide and shit. Um, yeah, and the funny part is we watched this. I showed this movie because we watched Fear.com, which actually someone pointed it. It, my only patron, Jem, actually I think pointed it out that in the movie they couldn't get like Fear.com. So it's fear.com, like all one word, period, like .com. So I was like, I would have showed this movie in response to that. Um, yeah, fucking just like, and this movie, it's so funny. There's a scene where like I don't know why this was someone who we were watching this with point out that like there's a scene where someone dials into like the dude's house because this is like dial-up internet era. This is not fucking broadband. Um, but it would have been. And then the person pointed out like they wouldn't have been able to like if this was a real person doing this, they couldn't do that. Um, and like that's the thing that broke them out of the movie. Not any of the other insane shit in the movie. Um, not like all the cameras. Like that's another thing that was kind of weird in the movie. Like the ghosts were hooked up to the computer internet, and like I guess they were because they like there's just a bunch of shots of people at their computers, and like I'm assuming it was the ghosts that were watching them, and just like they never explicitly say it or really explain it. Just like I will say they reused two suicide methods, or they reused one suicide method twice. Dude, like there was a dude who put like like a black plastic garbage bag over his head, and then like took it off, and then like presumably he was dead or whatever, but like he was moving, still move, like the chair was still moving around, and like he took it off and then like blew a hole in his head, and then like one of the main characters, fuck Hadoué, uh, did the same. Like she didn't. Yeah, no, actually, she did. She put the plastic bag over her head and then pulled it off and then fucking blew her brains out. And then she disappeared. Um, what other fucking stuff should I talk about? About the movie. Oh yeah, the fucking ending. Like the ending is just kind of like they're fleeing and trying to go to other places other than Japan to find more survivors of this. And like the ending of the movie is like the most inappropriate song. It's like an upbeat song. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that. Um, yeah, that's about it. It's a good movie. I don't want to necessarily talk about everything. Watch it for yourself. Peace out, everybody. Have a wonderful fucking day. And that was Pulse.